Dan Rothenberg and Joe Klosik, two guys trying to figure it out. Not the right wing, not the brosphere. Left of center, with humor and empathy.
Welcome to the Splain.
Welcome to the Splain, everybody.
Dan, I can't help but notice you look
What?
different. You look different today. What's going on
today,
there, buddy?
Today was Gay Pride in Portland, Oregon, which I enjoy. I've enjoyed it ever since I lived in San Francisco in the 90s.
Nice.
And
nice.
I'm certainly an ally, and even more than that. But the point is, we are at a point where events like this are getting a lot more scrutinized. And so, like, I remember, like, let's say 10 years ago, you certainly had your people that were anti-pride events and the idea of ethnic pride. And you're always going to have your adversaries. But now, sort of the silent liberal Democrats that always felt a little uncomfortable are starting to vocalize, like, I don't know, like, what's the point of this? And
shit.
And kind of aren't queer people accepted now? Why do they?
You're saying that the big problem is coming from the left against this right now?
No, I wouldn't say the big problem is, but
the left-leaning liberals are saying, "Hey, do we still need to be doing this?"
I think more of your average Gen X or Boomer centrist feels a little more comfortable expressing their confusion or apathy for the whole thing.
Do you think that's coming from MAGA? You think that's where they're getting permission to question it, or
yeah, I think so. I'm just hearing a lot more of that sentiment, and it's not necessarily it's not necessarily really mean-spirited. Some of it, like, I talked to a friend recently, and he was saying, and he was asking me about it, and his feeling was, you know what, I'm Jewish, and I kind of feel like as a Jewish white male, I don't get a lot of leeway to celebrate who I am, and
so why should anybody else?
Something like that, yeah. And
man.
It's kind of just a general apathy or lack of insight, and we had a good talk about it. But I was thinking today, as I was just enjoying it, one way to look at it is it's a cultural event. It is what it is. It's not about. Yeah. So what a lot of people say is, well, I'm straight and I don't get a parade about how I have sex. And it's not. It's not about sex. It is about...
Nobody wants to see that parade either, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And you do get a parade. I mean, if you think about it, you do get a parade. It's just a normal picture.
Rush hour.
It's the financial district. Right. It's Market Street every other day. People just walking around in khakis. It's a... wow.
Maybe the hard part of selling gay pride is just it's really hard to wear something that's going to match that hat.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. There really is. There's
what goes with that, Dan?
What's going to pull this?
With that?
What's going to pull?
What's going to pull that outfit together?
I mean, actually, it's bluish, but the thing is, I mean, you live in San Francisco. I live there. I just love it. Does that make me less of a man? Whatever. I don't know. For me, it's just reminds me of home. And again, it is a cultural event. We are where we are. And I think it just makes people uncomfortable. People don't get it.
Yeah.
It's hard to and you know what? I think we could put this out there. I can have a little empathy for your average guy that didn't live in San Francisco like we do, or maybe doesn't live in a city. It looks weird. you've got drag queens on stilts and all kinds of stuff going on, but it's nothing more. It's a scene, right? And when you're not a part of a scene,
when you're not part of it, when I was growing up in Chicago, they had Polish Fest, and nobody said like, "What the fuck is up with these Polish people celebrating their food and the things that they do?" I don't have a parade for that. And like, well, everybody did. Everybody had a day, a week, something. Right. There's nothing wrong with the gays having at least one day. I mean, it's one day. Yeah. By the way, why is the Portland Pride on July 20th?
I don't know. I can't. They do it. Some cities do. Some cities do the. Well, keep Portland's weird. Keep Portland weird. It's a weird thing to do, I guess. But the point is, it's a one day. It's a cultural event. It's not hurting anyone. You don't have to get behind it. You don't have to. You don't have to love it, but it is not an agenda. There's no agenda to it. As far as I'm concerned,
you're not being invited. You don't have to go.
Yeah,
if you
don't got to go.
Don't go.
Yeah, it's at the very least, it's another thing. It's revenue for the city. It's a place to sell drinks. Whatever. The Blues Fest. There's a Blues Fest.
Those disgusting blues players.
And think about, on this note of. Yes, it's an overwhelming scene for many people. So is NASCAR. So is a rodeo.
Yeah.
Those are just more acceptable.
Now, do you think there's more leather chaps at a rodeo or at a gay pride parade?
It's funny you should ask that. The chaps theory of gender diversity. It's interesting how, so you've got on both sides of the spectrum, you have chaps. That means you got chaps at a rodeo, you got chaps at gay pride. It means we have more in common than we do different. And capture that one for the shorts, because that nice and boom.
Boom, yeah. And by the way, it's redundant to say assless chaps, because all chaps are assless.
That's true.
Covering your legs, right?
You notice if it's a gay thing, it tends to be called assless.
It's assless chaps. Yeah. But if
it's a rodeo, it's just chaps. They're right. That's chaps by definition.
Chaps
have no ass. In fact, it wouldn't be assless. It's ass showing.
It's ass showing. Yeah. I mean, a cowboy is riding a horse, and a gay man is riding a gay man.
Yeah. See. We're all the same.
Very similar. Very similar, right? Yeah.
So how are you? Here's a question.
I am I'm feeling very busy. I got a lot going on, which is good. It's good to have busy is good, but I'm finding that as I get older, I really do need to make sure I don't overextend myself. And this weekend got very, very busy. I got a last minute gig, which, it's always exciting to get a last minute gig, and the money is good, and I'm like, of course, but that came at the expense of spending more time with my girlfriend, and man, she's amazing though. I mean, she's like, yeah, you take the gig. She came with me. She was supportive.
Joe, you are so smitten.
I really am
with this girl. It's very
she's pretty amazing. She is. It only
she
took
seems
my entire adult life.
And quitting romance altogether, and then
that's all I had to do.
You let it all go, and it came back to you.
7 years. Yeah.
So you're saying you're overwhelmed. I know it's not polite to ask. What are you, 55? 50?
I'm not 55.
I have no idea. I forgot.
I'm 57.
57. Wow, that's
57 years old. Hey, can I want to vent on something.
Go ahead.
That I find fascinating. Okay, so this day, July 20th, right? 56 years ago is when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. Okay, that was 56 years ago. That was one of the most amazing accomplishments in history, period. And we're hearing nothing about it this weekend. It's just, Epstein and Trump file bullshit. And I feel like it's really sad that we are not even celebrating when America did something right, when the government functioned and was properly funded. We did some amazing stuff that inspired the world. And now, all this weekend, I'm hearing about the Coldplay Kiss Cam, which I have to, you know what that event is? You don't know what I'm referencing?
No,
oh my God.
I have a tendency to be out of it. What are you talking about?
That's okay. That's okay. So it's but you know about the moon landing, right?
I yes. Although I thought that was Neil. Was that Neil Armstrong or
yeah. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Or Buzz Lightyear. It could be one of the two. So the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert, they will project people in the audience, at sports arena, the Kiss Cam.
Yep.
If you're a couple, you're supposed to, you kiss each other and the crowd goes, So at this Coldplay concert, camera flashes on these two people and they both realize they're on camera and they both hide and they go away and everyone's like, and even Chris Martin, the lead singer, right? He's like, well, maybe they were having an affair. Turns out they were having an affair. And not only that, but he was the CEO and the woman was the head of HR. And
of
I
what?
guess for years
of some company,
of a company, of some big tech.
And they got
company,
caught on the
right?
Kiss Cam?
They got caught on the Kiss Cam, and now they're getting a divorce. Andy had to resign from the CEO for him. So it's beautiful karma. But
yeah,
that's what we've done with our technology that we learned how to make from going to the moon. We learned how to get people divorced at a Coldplay concert. And
so you seem to have this thing about going to the moon, Joe. You're stuck. You're stuck on the...
That's not the point is not that we went to the moon.
Yeah.
The point is that we did something amazing that was technologically difficult
together as Americans, and it was
as Americans, and it was to this day I think it is still the most watched moment in television history. Like more people around the world were watching that. I
thought that was the MASH farewell episode.
MASH farewell episode did pretty good, but you know what? It's hard to compete with landing on the moon.
Okay, that was the... You're right. You're absolutely right. It was a... So when someone landed on when we landed on the moon, was anyone pissed about it? Was anything polarized?
No. I mean,
back then it was all good. There wasn't anyone complaining about our our tax dollars being used for some...
There were. I mean, yes, people were like, hey, we got a lot that we need to do here. True, right? Yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that, and it's the thing that is amazing to me also is like we are spending billionaires are spending money trying to replicate what was done in 1969. Like we knew how to do it, and then
everything's polarizing now. Now our space travel is connected to Elon Musk, and he's a polarizing figure. So we are not together.
We're not together, but he's also not like there's no inspiration to just reach for amazing things, celebrate them when they happen. And you can poke holes, and it's also astounding to me that the technology that we got from going to the moon helped create the internet, and as a result of the internet, more people now believe we didn't go to the moon than at any other time.
Well, that's good.
It's all just crazy.
Okay, so another good moment. Okay, so I want to say, okay, so in other words, we traveled to the moon to create technology so people could deny traveling to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, we did, and look, you can also, if you wanted to get really, really nutty about it, and I've clearly thought too much about this, right? Yes, America went to the moon. Where did all of that come from, right? Well, the technology came from the Nazis, like the actual engineering of the rockets. We got that from the Nazis. The computers we got really from an English guy who was gay during World War II and used that to break German code. But at the end of World War II, because he was gay, he was prosecuted and thrown in jail.
That's the dude from The movie?
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah,
the dude
okay.
from the movie.
It's the ADHD brain.
It's
I know facts in general.
You explain it to yourself however you need to.
Okay.
And then there was all the African American women who were checking the math that the computer was spitting out. Right? So all of this technology is based on things that we either don't want to talk about or we choose not to talk about. But we did something amazing, and it's sad that in this time where we can't agree on anything, it's not even being celebrated or mentioned in the wider press.
Right.
Like, dude, we went to the fucking moon.
Went to the fucking moon, and no one cares because
no one cares.
It's
no
not.
One cares.
Yeah, it's not clickbait. There's no dopamine in the awareness of going to the moon. It's just amazing history.
It's just amazing. We sent human beings to another celestial body and got them back, and that is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway. So what's our topic today, buddy?
Okay, here's our topic. It's a little in line, I would say, with what you brought up. I want to talk about. Okay, it is about Epstein, but not. You know me. I don't like to get into the politics of it because plenty of people are talking about who said what and the politics and where everybody stands. I'm interested in the psychology of this issue. I think is very interesting because the two polarized sides were kind of coming to a head. So we have this Jeffrey Epstein. Everybody agrees that he's a monster, but there are multiple versions of why he's a monster and how an event like this could come to be, and it seems to illustrate where we are, how we're polarized as a culture, as a society. Now, for instance,
lay it out.
Okay, so here is my perspective on Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, obviously, this is a vile, disgusting situation, chain of events, with a very rich and powerful man taking advantage of and human trafficking, sexually abusing women. However, from my point of view, it's a microcosm of our society. It's an extreme example of how power and privilege can dehumanize and abuse people, primarily women. So, in other words, when I look at this, I say to myself, what's the learning? The learning experience is to look at how these kind of power dynamics go on all over the place. Think about frat houses. Sure. Think about corporate America. In general, men are put in a position. Men historically have been put in a position of power that sometimes results in violence and sexual abuse toward women. Right?
Well, that just sounds like a bunch of woke nonsense to me, Dan.
I know it does, and I know it. It sounds like a lot of woke nonsense to a lot of people, and it makes me think about myself. It's not a particularly manly thing to say, right? But to me, it's true. It's just true.
I like that you just it's just
that's
true.
it. It's true. I believe in the conspiracies I see right in front of me. I believe in human behavior. Why do men lie? Why do men cover things up? Because they're guilty. Because they don't want to get in trouble.
Or women just don't get it. Maybe they just don't understand. Maybe I just need to go away for the weekend and cheat on my wife because she's not doing the things to me that I can pay an underage orphan girl raised without actual parents might do.
Right. And
is that so wrong?
That would be fine if you're not hurting anyone and your wife is consensual and everybody is.
Okay, wait. If I'm not hurting
consenting,
anyone. Well, how's it
and
supposed
adult.
to be fun? Okay.
So on the other
You're
side,
good
right?
points.
That's no fun.
You're making some good points. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the fun if there's consent? That
Oh my God,
I mean, that's
terrible. That's terrible. But you're right. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
right. Now,
Yeah.
now on the other side, you've got the other sort of version of this is, yes, he's a monster, and this is a deep state left group of people doing demonic things because of because of why I don't know, but that's more of the and it makes me think about how conspiracies are very convenient because then it doesn't involve me. Right? Then it doesn't then I don't have to look at myself. I don't have to look at the society that I take part in.
Right.
I can just kind of point my finger and say, well, that's an outlier. That's a crazy group of it's Hillary Clinton drinking blood, whatever.
But that was the thing about it that always amazed me, and I'm curious about the psychology behind that too, because it wasn't just that, oh, we have some fundamental differences with the Democrats. Mm-hmm. You know, it was that, oh, they drink the blood of babies and worship Satan. Mm-hmm. Like, what? I mean, that is so far removed from reality. It's like, look, you don't like us. I get it. But to mythologize this into something that is so bizarre and evil, it is crazy. Like, hey, Republicans, you're taking after Nazis. Well, I am offended because that is true. Because I don't want to be called a Nazi. Right. But you know what? You are drinking the blood and worshiping Satan. Like, what? No. Where is that?
Yeah, and that's an argument that we're not winning, that we should win.
That's the thing that's crazy.
We're not calling. You guys are in
charge.
We're not calling you a Nazi. We're not using that term loosely, right, or lightly.
No. Yeah,
it's based on your actions. That's what authoritarianism is. That's what fascism is. If the boots fit,
you're building concentration camps. You're shipping people away. You're rounding them up. You're doing all the things a Nazi did.
And that's something, our Democrats don't have the courage to say that, that your actions are similar to Hitler, because they are.
And here's the thing. I know you don't want to get too deep into the politics. We won't. But right now, with the Republicans and MAGA dominating every level of government and being given access to all the files that there are, if there was proof of Democrats killing babies and drinking their blood before
it would
Satan,
be gladly released. Yeah,
that would be on mugs and T-shirts. It would be. It's nowhere because it's not real.
Right.
It's not real.
Right.
But yet you call somebody a Nazi. Well, you're building concentration camps and you're rounding people up and you're shipping them away.
We Democrats don't have the courage to just stand by their argument, but Republicans do. Republicans will throw them all out, stand by them.
They're getting in line behind insanity, though. I mean, they have. It's like it's crazy to watch in real time. Trump wave his hand and go, "Oh, there are no Epstein files."
I know. It's never seemed so desperate, though.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he'll get through it.
He will.
He's too big to fail with his people. They'll find a way. But again, it's what I see on the right is a conscious or unconscious tendency to protect men, to protect patriarchy. Whatever happens with all of these horrible, monstrous activities, it's not due to any kind of patterns of men. These aren't just powerful. I mean, it's really just, I think the reality is it's really just boring. It's men and their penises doing what they do and lying about it.
Well, who's advocating for me and my penis, Dan? All right?
Well,
my penis votes, and I'm not afraid. I think, in fact, every man should have 2 votes because I have a penis and I have me. And oftentimes,
a lot of people
greatly agree.
A lot of people would agree with you.
My penis has gotten me into some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And it has advocated sometimes for some very poor choices. But you know what?
Yep.
When my penis needed me, I was there. And I backed my penis up. Look, bro, we won't talk about this again, but we're not going to do this again. We did it again. But that's not the point. The point is as a straight white male,
yes,
who's looking out for me?
Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, clearly no one. Because we got pride events.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of penis at pride events. I will
true.
say that.
That's
you
true.
will see a lot of penis at a
if it's
pride
penis
event.
you're looking for.
Yeah. That's who's advocating for penises, to be honest.
But again, yeah, it's there's a tendency to conspiracies allow separation from what I think. I mean, woke is now a right-wing word. I don't identify with that word.
It's an insult. It's an insult, but it's.
All it means is to learn more. And I think as white people, basically what we're saying is we've learned enough. That's enough with the learning.
Also, it's important to remember that it's another big cultural concept that we kind of appropriated from black people. Like that was their term for a long time. Woke. It was there in the background, and we weren't really paying attention to it. And then suddenly it got co-opted by liberals. Like, we need to be more woke. And I think that's when a billion black tears were shed. Like, oh fuck, they've got it now.
They've got it.
Yeah.
And somehow it's going to come back on us.
Yeah.
Somehow